Hello everyone, today we'll be talking about how to extract and transform and load data with Azure Data Factory. That's the ETL version. This is one of the core skills that you need if you are aligning to business intelligence or data engineering in the cloud. So one of the modern skills that you need to learn. Okay. Um, yeah, it might not take 15 minutes. So hang hang on with me. Bear with me. So will be our agenda is what is Azure Data Factory, and we'll talk about ETL using Azure Data Factory, and what's a source and sync link service, data set pipelines. So Azure Data Factory is a cloud-based data integration service that helps you move, transform, and orchestrate data flows across various systems, whether on-prem or on the cloud. Okay, what does so ETL or ELT pipelines, which is extract, transform, and load from multiple sources, data movement, database, data transformation built in with data flows or integrate service like Azure Databricks to clean, enrich, and reshape data. So which means we can integrate our previous knowledge of Databricks, which are in a previous presentation. Orchestration, which is um, what? Scheduling. Workflows with triggers, dependency, and monitoring, and hybrid integration with cloud and on-prem system. Key features. So we're not afraid of the AI because at Microsoft we don't code. It's code-free UI, drag and drop for building pipelines without writing code, and automate workflows based on time events and data changes. It has also monitoring tools and role-based access RBAC, and integrate with Microsoft Entra ID or Azure Active Directory. Step by step. So, uh, for the demo, we are going to copy or ETL data that's coming from, it's very common practice in the cloud. If it's a purely cloud, that you drop a CS, comma separated CSV, that's B victory, CSV to SQL. So basically, you send CSV to blob storage, and then when it is received, it's going to be ETL to Azure or any SQL um, database, or no SQL database, whatever you choose, or Postgres, which is free. So that's the very common practice. So ETL will be uploaded to that folder, and you will do the next thing. So that's the most common um, practice in ETL. So basically what you're going to do is to create a link service to CSV, and add a date. A link service includes connection, credential, endpoint, and authentication method, which is pretty much, if you're coming from SQL Server, that's the link server. It's link service, not server. It's a link server in SQL Server. It's pretty much equivalent to that. When you're on SQL Server, you connect to other database using link server. That's pretty much to it. Data set is just like a data set in your SSIS. It's like a data frame if you're coming from Python. And yep, it's just, so if the link service tells you, authenticates you from the database, the dataset tells you exactly what data are we trying to pull. And then we will create a link service to SQL Server, and then create a dataset on SQL Azure. Sorry, that link service, not server. And then we will add a copy pipeline, and we'll test. Did I delete the data? Okay. So, if this video helped you a lot, please feel free to donate because I'm not making money out of YouTube. I'm barely making $5. Yeah, so please donate to my PayPal or Gcash me for my coffee. And yep, that's my address. You can email me or yep, contact me on WhatsApp. Okay? Without further ado, let's jump into the demo right away. Okay. Okay, I'm here in Azure. And I already created the data factory here. That's if you haven't, if you did not create one, you can just a data factory here and just create Azure Data Factory. Okay, anything in a marketplace should do. Okay, we'll go with the data factory, and when you click that, once you provision it, you will see this launch studio, in which will go to the factory UI, to the Azure Directory UI. And before we jump into the demo, I already have my CSV uploaded to my blob storage. Well, okay with that. Let's go home. And there should be a blob storage. Where is that? So should be in test 1, isn't it? That's the database. It's on the where IT storage here, and I already uploaded the file here. Um, okay. Do we have a browser here? So, but there's a file already in that file service. Let's see. Containers. Oh, inside the storage, create a container, and then inside the container I have my product CSV. Right, and we can download that to see what's exactly in it. So it's look like this. It's from my product inventory that sorry about that. Let's go here. It's here already. So this is basically that. Okay, so this is already uploaded into the storage. Inside the storage we have containers. Okay, and this binary large object, and then I have with me so that's going to be the source, and we're going to store it into the SQL Azure, which is test01. That's the database. Let me see. There should be a query editor, and we already have the password. Saving it. I bet he has the wrong password. Okay, Azure. That's my Facebook. Anyway, sign in while we're waiting for that to come out. Um, yeah, so basically we're copying from, again, from the CSV into the SQL database in the test 01. Um, test 01 database. Right. Okay, what happened here? We should have a query editor preview. And I'm gonna paste the password. Click OK. Get the wrong password. Okay. Let me hang on a second. Let me just change the password. Can we pause? Okay, so I just basically have to click that allow IP address on the server, and it should allow me to enter the SQL Server Azure. And now I have here DBO products, and that's a table definition exactly the same as um, truncate DBO products, right? Okay, so table, so there should be nothing in there. Right, nothing, it's zero. Okay. So we go back to the data factory, and we're going to, I already have my cooking show demo in there. We're going to go back to the step by step. This is CSV, right? And then this is link service. So we're going to create a link service, and then we're going to add a data set, and then we're going to create a link service for SQL Server. Then we're going to create a data set for SQL Azure. Then we're going to create a pipeline. That's what we're going to do, right? Okay, so to create a link server, go to manage. I have link server here, so we're gonna create one, and we're going to Azure, and then we're going to blob binary large object. Where are you? There's a blob storage. Okay, continue. And then it's codeless. It's gonna tell you everything that you need. So you just point and click. Just choose. Okay, I'm gonna choose that one and test the connection. Okay. And then it says successful, right? I don't know. Yeah, connection successful. And okay, let's just products CSV. Okay, so it will connect to the blob storage, right? Create. Now, the next thing that we need to do is to create a data set. So that's the one that we created, right? We are going to create a data set, which is found. You click that pen and then click on the data set. And that's the data set. Okay, where's the new data set? And then we are going to choose the blob storage because we are connecting to a CSV, right? Which is an Azure anyway. And choose the blob storage. And then it will ask you for the limited text. It will ask you for the products. It will ask you for the link service. Okay, and then we're going to use that CSV2 and then click OK. And now what it can do is it can show you the schema, import schema from Pause with CSV. Then we can set things here like the name of the failed to load. Why? Test connection. It did connect, right? And then schema. Oh, no. That's okay. You can, well, you can just test that. Comma, compression, contain. Oh, we have to set the container. And search. Null values, container. Oh, okay. There's browse there. It's gonna, that's the one that we're going to get. That's the one that we have loaded uh, into the blob container test file is the name, import schema. And it's loading, and that's a schema on the CSV. Now, we already created, as of now, we created these two. We created a link service for CSV. We had a data set. Now we are going to create a link service for SQL Server. Okay. We go here, and I'm gonna add new, and we're gonna add Azure. Find Azure database for Azure SQL database. That's the one that we need. And that's the database, Azure subscription, and then you're gonna point and click to everything that's available to me. Database is test01. And password. Are we recording or are we on pause? Hang on a second. Because I might be talking to myself. I'm talking to myself apparently, but it should be recorded, so I'm not crazy. Okay. Username. And then we can test connection, and then it says connection successful. So create. Oh no. Oh, we can rename this to SQL Server. Well, it's already created Azure SQL database, so that's fine. This is a demo. Okay, so far, again going back to this, we are now on step 3. The next step is to create a dataset for SQL Azure. Okay, we go back to this one. This connection, we just created that. How do we close that thing? Okay, we go here and we go to the dataset, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to create new dataset. We're gonna choose Azure SQL. Continue, and it's gonna This is the one that we created, right? And we're gonna choose the database products. You click OK. And now we have the Azure SQL Table 2. Can we just name that something? Uh, TBL products. And then save that. It's auto save anyway. How do we save that? There's no save button. It's crazy. Yeah, that's my problem a while ago. Okay, so I think we have TBL products dataset. And then, can we publish that too? Yes, we'll publish that already because we tested that. That's how you save, you publish. Okay. And then, we're going to Azure. And just make sure there's nothing in here. Okay. Select. Okay, there's nothing in there. That's 100% sure. And then we are going to create a pipeline. So let's go back to that slide. We're going to create a pipeline, so it's used for copy activity. And then we're going to test. And then you donate after this. So we go to pipeline. Where's the pipeline? Okay, I already have one. I'm gonna create pipeline 2. Okay, new pipeline. And then, okay, what do we, okay, we have here move and transform, we have copy data, we have signups, we have notebook signups, we have data explorer, we have Azure function, was probably equivalent to Lambda function, right? Databricks. So there are many things that we can do from here. Turn append variable, delete, pipeline. What we're going to do is just to copy the data. Then drag it in here. Now here's the source and the sink. So source is obviously the source table. The sink is your destination. And mapping is how it maps to, how do you map the two data set. So we are going to connect to the source. And it's going to be guest products, right? That's the data set that we made. And then, hang on a second, there's a call. Okay, so I just got interviewed for my Databricks skill. Anyway, um, why do we why don't we proceed? So we're now on, it's a good thing we have a step by step to follow. So we are now on the pipeline. So I think I created the source, and now we're going to create the sink, which is the destination for the destination for our data. And mind you, ladies and gentlemen, there's no AI in here. It's just all plain drag and drop. Okay, we are going to Azure SQL Table 2, right? Which is dataset products. And then it's copy behavior, flatten hierarchy, merge file. So we can merge from here. We can preserve hierarchy, add dynamic content. I'm okay with that. So we're not going to do any transformation. Ideally, a second. We did choose the wrong. Let me go back to the. We might have chosen the wrong data set. Oh, no, 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 no. Home is okay. No, 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 wait. Let's use this one. Oh, we are going to our data factory just to make sure we're using the right data set. Okay. Launch the studio. And so, the tip here is you need to write it on SQL. Which component are you doing, and very descriptive of this is the DS product, that's the delimited text, and then we are syncing it into TBL products, right? So let's go back and correct that one. Oh, we're gonna sync it to TBL products. Okay, so you have to write and then and then what? We can now debug and test it, right? Close. Did it run? Publish all. It might have run very quickly, right? Close. That's the problem if you are. If you click debug, it opens this dialog, right? And I'm okay with that. No. And click debug again. What on earth happened? Mapping, setting user properties, settings. You should click debug and run, right? Close. You will be charged of DBUs and etc. Okay, I'm good. What on earth is going on? I already ran it, so that should be running. And let's see if this did copy that. Not yet. What happened? Debug. There's something wrong. Something wrong. Sync TBL products, source, general. Why don't we pause for a while. Okay, that's difficult because it's pure UI and it just says copy data here and copy products. Okay, and we can debug now, right? Debug. Why do I have a squiggly on copy products? I still have the squiggly. Learn more. Oh, okay. We don't have the mapping. Okay. Plus new mapping. Import schemas. That's why it's not running. We don't have the mappings. Okay. And then let's just map everything. Okay. And then debug. There. Settings, user properties. Sometimes it's more difficult without code because we don't know what's the error. So when we run debug, where is the error? Close. Anyway, we might probably have run that already. Right. No. What on earth? Shall I run the cooking show? Debug. The file path of the dataset.ds product is a folder. The bulk file name is required. Okay. We are going to ds products. And he said the file path of the dataset file path is asterisk. Okay. Browse test file products CSV. Didn't we click that already? Okay. Publish. And then let's go ahead to pipeline 2. Oh, that's the error there. You know, if it's an error, there should be something red in there that indicates that there's just an error. Like, we don't know if that's an error, right? Or if that's the problem. I'm not reading it. Just run debug. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have the products database. And we run select and everything is there. Okay. Yeah, what was challenging is there was when you run the we're not finished yet. You have to publish the pipeline, okay, and then if that's published you can actually schedule it and trigger it, but we're not going to trigger that automatically. We just need to show how to, oh, you can do ETL with uh, Azure Data Factory. So again, let's go ahead and review this. We lack some steps here. After you create this, you need to add the copy pipeline and then create, right, add a copy pipeline and add the mappings. Okay, very good. And ladies and gentlemen, so basically we create a link service for the CSV, and then we added dataset for the CSV. We have create a link service for a SQL, create a dataset for SQL, so add the pipeline and add the mappings, and then you run and test it, and then final step is to schedule your ETL without writing any code. Okay, interesting, right? Which is nothing to be afraid of about AI. We're not even writing code anyway. So yeah. So again, if this video helped you a lot, please feel free to donate to Aware ID. And like and subscribe and comment, and if you have anything, if you request any training, you can send $10 and request me to do a training for you. um yeah, we're actually doing this for you to have a job, and yeah, just take the training, study it, and pretty soon you'll earn a lot of money, and then you're going to donate a lot to Aware IT because we teach you for free, right? Okay, that's all for now, and thank you for watching. We'll see you again on the next upcoming training, and thank you very much for your patience. This is my first time to do this anyway. So yep, thank you all for watching, and God bless you, and see you somewhere else on the production floor probably. And yeah, don't hesitate to call me if you need help, or WhatsApp me, or message me, or just say hello, and add me on Facebook. That's my Facebook, joey_dj2 at yahoo.com. And then have a nice day.